He learned a long time ago, it wasn't about, for him, it ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is reportedly facing a staggering $100 million fine from Netflix after allegedly breaching his contract by publicly referring to his highly anticipated rematch against Manny Pacquiao as an exhibition fight.
Losing Money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off, because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can be possible.
Tim Bradley suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have already spent his Netflix advance payment to clear outstanding debts. And now that the money is secured, he appears to have lost all motivation to compete at a serious level.
Know the legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios. He's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's basically free money.
Oscar De La Hoya claimed that financial pressure is what's driving Floyd Mayweather Jr. back to the ring, noting that many fighters fail to manage their wealth wisely and end up losing everything. He further stated that Mayweather now seems more concerned with cashing in on exhibition bouts than preserving the legendary reputation he built throughout his career.
Why he's crawled out of his rock, he needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can't spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking.
He called it now the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my experience.
Former professional boxer Zab Judah, one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s most notable ring rivals, suggested that Mayweather's comeback is less about genuine competition and more about generating buzz and building anticipation for a bigger upcoming event.
They were not playing around, and maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business, but somehow he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal Holyfield.
You think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know. Like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people were really too ecstatic for it.
I mean, yeah, it's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Zab Judah argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. has shifted his priorities away from the sport itself, now channeling his energy into entertainment, lucrative business ventures, and maximizing his earnings through high-profile exhibition fights.
As a consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally, you walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool. Word.
According to Boxing Insiders, both camps initially signed contracts for an official bout, but Mayweather later referred to it as an exhibition match, a move that reportedly drew strong opposition from Manny Pacquiao's team and potentially opened the door to legal complications.
So Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the...
Max Kellerman suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may be deliberately labeling his comeback fight an exhibition rather than a fully sanctioned professional bout as a calculated move to safeguard his iconic undefeated 50-0 record.
I'll always bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight. Beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later, and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change? He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
That looks like he got a little more in the tank.
He's a little younger. Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you're not the same as you.
Roy Jones Jr. argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. fundamentally shifted boxing's culture by championing a money-first mentality, even at the expense of the sport's legacy and long-term appeal. According to Jones, Mayweather showed an entire generation of fighters that financial gain could take priority over chasing greatness, pursuing championships, and embracing high-stakes competition. He believes this mindset has significantly damaged the excitement and competitive spirit of boxing, as many fighters now prioritize protecting their records and collecting paychecks from exhibition matches rather than engaging in the legacy-defining battles that fuel the sport's global growth.
Off the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. they should have met. You understand me? Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights.
Robert Garcia responded to Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s announced return and the anticipated Pacquiao rematch by emphasizing the importance of fair financial compensation for both fighters. He stressed that beyond the global excitement and attention surrounding the event, both Mayweather and Pacquiao deserve earnings that truly reflect their legendary status, storied careers, and the sheer magnitude of the fight. Garcia noted that when 2 boxing icons step back into the ring, the occasion transcends a simple match and transforms into a defining cultural and business moment in boxing history. He also highlighted that while fans are naturally drawn to the entertainment, rivalry, and spectacle, equal weight must be placed on ensuring both fighters are compensated fairly. In his view, proper payment is a fundamental sign of respect for their immense contributions to the sport, and financial fairness should remain a cornerstone of any major event involving legends of this caliber.
Will do more than the Tyson Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, would do good.
200 million people, 150.
You know, good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. You're bringing up a lot of money for the guys.
Yes.
In Mayweather Pacquiao, they're gonna make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you knew, you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, you know, that's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Independence Day weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, like only like special events and special concerts and shit like that.
Analysts and boxing insiders believe Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s recent return to the ring may be tied to mounting financial difficulties that have reportedly built up over the past several years. Allegations of unpaid taxes, ongoing legal battles, and multiple lawsuits have fueled speculation that despite amassing over $1 billion throughout his career, his financial standing in retirement may not be as solid as many once assumed. These concerns have led some observers to conclude that his comeback and willingness to put his flawless record on the line go beyond legacy or entertainment, with many suggesting that a fighter who has nothing left to prove would rarely risk an undefeated career unless the financial pressure behind the scenes was significant.
And is he got more money than me? Yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about, so we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has come under increasing scrutiny following reports of his $340 million lawsuit against Showtime Networks and several former executives, with allegations that his fight earnings were improperly handled. In the filing, Mayweather claims that a significant portion of the money he generated throughout his career was wrongfully funneled through financial channels controlled by former advisors and affiliated parties, allegedly leaving him hundreds of millions of dollars short of what he is rightfully owed. The lawsuit further alleges that revenue from some of his highest-grossing fights, including his blockbuster bouts against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was reportedly directed into accounts managed by middlemen rather than being paid directly to him, giving rise to accusations of financial misconduct and a serious breach of fiduciary duty.
Doing Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid. and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
Adding further controversy to the situation, Logan Paul's recent claims have only deepened the scrutiny surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. Their exhibition bout became one of the most talked about crossover events in boxing history, drawing massive global attention and reportedly generating over 1 million pay-per-view purchases. Despite the absence of an official winner or serious competitive stakes, the event was widely regarded as a major financial success. However, Logan Paul later alleged that he is still owed $1.5 million from the fight, claiming that Mayweather's team had entered into a pre-sale agreement with an overseas company that was never factored into his final payment. According to Paul, his contract entitled him to a percentage of that deal, yet he maintains he never received the full amount he was promised.
That cut to you on this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it. For $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. He scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of $10 million.
Teddy Atlas voiced serious concern over what he sees as troubling signs surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current situation, suggesting that the boxing legend may be grappling with both personal and financial hardships. Atlas hinted that Mayweather's repeated involvement in exhibition fights could be linked to heavy gambling habits and poor financial decisions made outside the ring. He expressed disappointment at seeing a fighter of Mayweather's caliber potentially facing such struggles, particularly after achieving extraordinary success and generating enormous wealth throughout his career. According to Atlas, the shift away from meaningful competition toward money-driven exhibitions serves as a sobering reminder that even the greatest athletes can find themselves ill-equipped to manage their wealth and navigate life once the glory days are behind them.
I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Steven Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time. He was
in response to mounting criticism, Floyd Mayweather Jr. offered his own perspective on wealth, stating that his openness about money does not make him a negative or shallow person. He explained that he views money as a tool that provides him with freedom, comfort, and access to experiences that most people may never have the opportunity to enjoy. Mayweather stated that financial independence allows him to create happiness on his own terms and pursue opportunities without limitations, which is why his approach to business and investing differs from the conventional path. He also openly admitted that his financial strategy is built around taking significant risks, explaining that he prefers to earn money and reinvest it into ventures that others may not always understand or appreciate. While he believes this bold mindset can drive innovation and deliver extraordinary rewards, he acknowledged that it comes with a high rate of failure, even estimating that nearly 90% of his investments do not pan out. Despite this, he continues to embrace risk in pursuit of the rare breakthroughs that make it all worthwhile, but highly profitable successes.
You said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like, you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. You know, I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we'll give a little bit more.
What are your thoughts? Will Floyd Mayweather Jr. rise to the occasion and accept a genuinely competitive fight?